off for our next number.
You suck! Get off the stage, you suck! Get off, you suck!
Wow, according to that guy, I really suck. Doesn't that suck? Hey guys, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs. This is the guitar channel for the self-taught. Hey, if you've been watching our videos and just haven't yet subscribed, we ask please press that subscribe button. Make sure you click the bell to be notified of all of our videos. You're watching anyway. Help us grow. Please subscribe. If you haven't either, please hit that subscribe button, guys. Alright, let's get on with it. Now, we're talking about having a thick skin or being able to take criticism. Now, here's an old saying for you. Those who crap on you are not necessarily your enemy, and those who are kind to you are not necessarily your friend. Now, the key word in all of this is necessarily. Being able to differentiate who is one or the other, well, that's a tough call. You know, especially when we're younger, we may not have quite as much of a filter. And people can be kind of just outright brutal. Now that may be accurate. Maybe you do suck. And let that be an incentive to improve. Maybe not so much to take it personally in a way of saying, just discounting it wholly. You know how it is anyway. It puts the worm in the back of your head to begin with. Do I suck? Right? Make sure you don't. Practice if that's what your goals are. Now again, people are going to generally treat each other, and here's that general word, as either you are an asset or a threat to their quote-unquote personal power. That's how most people, they size each other up when you first see one, as either an asset or a threat to yourself, to your own quote-unquote personal power, if you want to put it that way. So some people you're not going to impress no matter what. And to me, it's never a point of impressing, it's a point of entertaining. To me, that's what being a musician is for, is to entertain, right? And of course to enjoy it. Just because you love music, like I do, that's why I love to do it, because I love music so much. And seeing people really get into it and getting that feedback from the crowd, the positive feedback, man, there's nothing like it. It's just a major adrenaline rush. But again, and there are also going to be those around you, oh yeah, you're so good, you're great. They can just be pulling your leg, giving you crap, and waiting for you to fall on your face. It's like the old Russian saying, if somebody's digging themselves into a hole, hand them a shovel. Right? So, be careful on whose advice you take and whose you don't. How you can differentiate, well, you observe, I guess, their behavior in other ways. Judge them by their deeds, if you will, if you want to put it that way. But you have to develop a thick skin no matter what. It's kind of like looking at hotel reviews or something online. I always throw out the top ones and the bottom ones. The answer is generally somewhere in the middle. So if people are just, not so sure if I buy into that. That's a way of maybe being set up. And those that are just constantly dogging you, it could be just petty jealousy, which odds are it probably is, but that just depends. Either way, try to develop, if you can, a thick skin. Try not to take stuff as personally as you may have. It's hard to, when people say to you, oh, you shouldn't take it personally. Well, they're attacking you personally. How else are you going to take it? Nevertheless, let it roll off like water off a duck's back is a better analogy. Just, take the good with the bad. Listen. Try to improve. Try to be secure with yourself. Be honest with yourself. That's a key number one. Then it doesn't matter what anybody says, and it doesn't really to begin with, but if you're honest with yourself, if you take an honest look in the mirror, listen to yourself objectively, the answers are all there, right there for you to begin with. Nevertheless, still, try to develop a thicker skin if you don't have one. Try not to take it so much of an insult and just bear down and say, you know what, I'm going to rock their socks off. Right? Say, I'll be back. So there it is, guys. Again, try not to take stuff too personally. Again, this is a hint and tip type of video. Take it for what it's worth. If you're an experienced player and you've experienced this kind of thing, hey, please say something in the comments for younger guys to read along with me, so I'm just not the preaching to the choir. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining us. Make sure you subscribe, guys, if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. Help this channel grow. We'll see you next video.